SKT Welfare was established in June 2014. On the 8th of July, only a few weeks later, one of the bloodiest wars in the history of the conflict started. Israel invaded the Gaza Strip. Gaza is the third most densely populated place on earth. That's 2 million people living in 226 square miles. Dropping bombs in such a dense area is going to kill and injure a large number of civilians. The epicenter of the aerial bombardment was the area of Khan Yunis, where our team was based. The war lasted for 50 days, killing 2,250 Palestinians and injuring over 17,000 people. The distribution of food parcels, bread and hot meals carried on for months after the war. Until this day, we provide sponsorship to hundreds of orphans and widows living in the Gaza area who have been orphaned as a result of the wars. In addition to emergency aid, SKT Welfare has been implementing its long-term strategy of helping the people of Palestine. To this end, we have set up 3 desalination plants. In 2014 in the area of Karara, in 2017 in the area of Abbasan, in 2022 our most recent one in the area of Ma'an. Each plant serves 50,000 people on a daily basis. Prior to this, people had to walk 5 to 7 kilometers every 2 days in order to collect water for themselves and their animals. We're all aware of the shortage of drinkable water in this region, and the only water available is salty and can't be drunk. It's also very expensive to desalinate and unaffordable for the vast majority of the population. These plants play a pivotal role in the daily lives of Gazans. In 2014, reports reached us that a number of families were besieged in Gaza city, cut off from the rest of the population. Roads had been bombed and surrounded by the Israeli army. These families had been without food for a number of days, and thankfully our teams, taking great risk, were able to enter the area and deliver life-saving food to these families. This is just some of the dedication of our teams on the ground. We hear some horror stories that really stand out for me. Was in an area called Shuja'iyya. Our team visited the area and saw people living in graveyards next to dead people. They had carved out graves in the graveyard and were living there. It's not only in times of conflict that the people of Gaza need our support. The need is always greater after the conflict. Gaza lives on despite not being on our news feeds. Join SKT Welfare in continuing to support the people of Gaza.